Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie if you're new here. If you're new here and you're wondering if I speak this enthusiastically every time that I start a video, not normally, but we're very enthusiastic today because it has been a hot minute since I last uploaded. I think it's been about 2 months, which is a little criminal. So I hope you all can forgive me, and I'm feeling super excited about being back. I am currently wearing a hand knit dress that I made 2 years ago that I'll just show you guys just so we can start off with a little bit of a fit check. I made this dress up just off the top of the dome. It's basically just a long tank top. It's really nothing special at all. It has these little increases here that are extremely visible, but I love it nonetheless. It makes for a really nice little summer piece. This dress is a rare cotton piece in my hand knit collection, but I would like to change that. I really want to start knitting with more linens and cottons, but we'll get there in a second. But how are you guys? How's everybody doing? A lot has happened since I last uploaded. A big reason why I took a break was because, as I've said a bajillion times on this channel, I am a new graduate RN. I just became an oncology registered nurse in January after graduating nursing school in December. And I had to take my NCLEX to pass my boards to become a registered nurse after graduating school. And if you have ever taken that test, or if you know people that have taken that test, it is brutal. It is very tough, and it requires a lot of studying, and there's a lot on the line. I would have lost my job if I didn't pass it. So I was about halfway through my 12 weeks of new graduate orientation by the time I was able to actually take the exam. And so it just felt like a very high stress situation, understandably. And I felt pretty fried at the end of it, but I passed. That's the best news that I could offer. I passed, and I completed my orientation on time. So I've been working on my own as a new graduate oncology nurse, and it's been amazing. It doesn't come without its challenges. I think I've been slowly coming out of a bit of a creative rut because I feel like 100% of my brain power was going to learning how to become a nurse, and now that I'm out of that, I feel like I can do things like this now. Like I can work on my personality and myself outside of being a nurse. I feel like for a really long time, between nursing school and the NCLEX and everything, it felt like my whole life was just being a nurse. I wish I could say that I had a lot of knitting updates for you all, but I honestly don't. Like I said, it's been a lot of creative standstill for me, but I can show you where we're at with the porcelain sweater. I have been knitting like a crazy person recently now that I have my mojo back and my brain space back. But here she is in all of her glory. Let me make sure I'm showing you the front. Here's what we got. And I'm currently working on the bottom double knit ribbing, and I love her. I love her so much. For size reference, I made the size medium. I hope you guys aren't bored of seeing updates of the same sweater for months, but that, that's just life sometimes. Even things that you're extremely passionate about, sometimes things just take a long time and they just kind of get put on the side burner, but this is very much on the front burner of my life right now, and I'm really proud of this. I'm really, really proud of this, and I can't wait to work on the sleeves. One of my last updates I gave about this sweater, I was thinking about making it sleeveless and just having it be a short sleeve piece, but I think I'm gonna commit and do the whole thing. But it feels so funny to be out in this weather. It's already, where I live, it's already in the 80s. It's May 2nd right now. So I think it's gonna be a pretty hot summer, but it feels hilarious to bring this to Parks to knit on because it is truly the most wintry piece ever, but very, very, very happy with how this is turning out, and I cannot wait for it to be finished. Another piece that I've been working on is the cloud sweater. I'm making it in this yarn that I've mentioned before. I got this yarn in Vermont from a small farm. I'll put the information here, but it's in this really lovely red color that has kind of a white halo to it. It's really interesting, but I'm currently working on the front panel piece right now, and I'm making this a little bit oversized, which I'm really excited about. Again, very thick, very wintry, but I think it's going to be really cozy when it's done. And I have another cast on that I do not have the yarn for yet, but I will probably include this in a future vlog. I am making my boyfriend the melange sweater. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you say it. It's a petite knit pattern. I am making that for him for his 30th birthday, and I'm so excited. He knows that I've been wanting to knit him a sweater, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet, and I had him go through a couple patterns and let me know what he thinks that he would like, but I think we've officially settled on this pattern. I'll put a picture of it here. I am super excited about it. I think it's gonna look so handsome on him. He and I are actually looking at moving in together probably later this summer, early this fall. So my studio space will be changing, which kind of breaks my heart, I won't lie. I've really been enjoying settling into this space the more that I use it. And as you can see behind me, I have my Shacked Mighty Wolf floor loom all set up. I have not gotten a chance to actually use it yet, but I'm taking a week and a half off in 2 weeks, and my mom's gonna come over and we're gonna do a whole demo together, and she's gonna teach me, and so I'll be filming some of that as well, which I'm super excited about. So that'll be some upcoming content. My boyfriend and I are currently looking for a place that will accommodate both of our hobbies because he restores bikes. He's a big cyclist, and so he needs like a bit of either some kind of room that he can work on, or ideally some sort of garage situation. So we're really hoping to rent a house, and obviously I need a whole separate room for my loom, so we're working on that. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to live with him, but I'm also feeling nervous that I know that whatever space I end up in, it's probably not going to be as deluxe and as big as this room that my studio is in right now, but that's another little life update. Some of you have asked if I have been spinning, and I have been. I am still kind of in the learning phases of spinning, so I haven't really officially made any kind of yarn yet, but I've just been practicing on this blue-faced Leicester yarn. It's this really nice kind of dusty, light mousy brown. It's been spinning up beautifully. I am hoping to, once I finish this bag, I'll probably spin another bag of the white version I have of this and then ply it together with the brown. I have a lazy Kate back there that I have not yet learned how to do. I haven't even really looked it up yet. If you have used a lazy Kate before, let me know, because it feels really daunting to me on how to use it. It's very confusing, but I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure it's doable. In terms of new yarns, I recently picked up these Blue Sky Fibers sport weight organic cotton, and I'm planning on making some summery socks with these. I love a nice knitted ribbed sock, and I'm not gonna do anything crazy, just very basic ribbed sock. And this cotton just feels so unbelievably soft. So very excited to wear these with my Birkenstocks. And that's pretty much it about my knitting updates. I'm hoping in the future videos that I'll have some more exciting, newer things to share, because I feel a little bit like a broken record with what I've been sharing right now. To share some other things that have been inspiring me recently, once I graduated nursing school, I finally had enough money to not make frozen meals all the time. So I've been really into accruing new cookbooks, and I thought I would just share in case any of you all are also cookbook fans or into cooking. The first one that I got was this one called The Gourmand's Lemon, and this book is so unbelievably cool. It's about the history of lemons in art and culture, and then that's what all the front part of it is. And then in the back there's a bunch of different recipes all related to lemon, with lemon being the core flavor component. I have not gotten a chance to cook from any of these yet, but I am unbelievably excited to make something from here. And it's also just a beautiful cookbook. Has anybody ever made preserved lemons? Because that's been a theme in every cookbook that I've been buying recently, and I am immensely intrigued. I'm a big lemon girl, so this is a cool find. This next one has a recipe that I have been making on repeat constantly. This is called Le Sud. I hope I'm saying that right. If you follow me and you're from France, I apologize if that was really off. But it's by Rebecca Pepler, and she has a recipe in here for tian that is truly the yummiest, easiest, cannot emphasize enough how easy this is to make meal. I'll insert a picture here of a dinner that I made the other night. It was so good, so unbelievably good, and a great farmer's market meal too if you just kind of want to pick out whatever veggies you want to use. It's one of those meals where it's not dependent on the veggie that you use. You can kind of slice up any sort of veggie that you want, but this original recipe has zucchini, summer squash, potato, and tomato. I am really excited for when I finally have tomatoes from my garden that I can use to make this. I think it's going to be super yummy. And then my third favorite is this book called The Fat Radish by Ben Towell, Phil Wisner, Nick Wilbur, and Julia Tersham. This is based off of a restaurant in the Lower East Side, and they really kill it with these recipes. I haven't made a whole bunch, but the ones that I have made have been absolutely delicious. This onion, tomato, and curry on toast, so good, so unbelievably good. I'm such a fan of anything with roasted tomatoes, and that curry sauce with it, insanely good. I don't want to touch on this too much because I do want this YouTube space to feel like a safe haven from the world, but living in the United States is not the most uplifting feeling at the moment, and so I've really been leaning on just watching as much uplifting content as I can. I've been listening a lot to Amy Poehler's new podcast, so it's been so funny. I mean, she created it with the intent of uplifting content, so that's been really great. Her episode with Rashida Jones is just so wonderful, and spending a lot of time in the garden, returning back to things that I love like YouTube, just really making sure that I'm pouring into my happiness wherever possible has been really important to me. And I've been asking a lot of people, which I think will be a nice way to end this video, what is one thing or a practice that you do or something that you watch or listen to that brings you joy or laughter, because I think we all need more of that right now. So I thought it'd be nice to share in the comments below what that thing is for you, who that person is for you, what that activity is, etc., etc. I would say for me, this is such a small thing, but setting the table in a really fancy way has been bringing me a lot of joy. Even when if I'm gonna eat by myself, having a really nice place setting with candles and a nice big bouquet of flowers, just kind of romanticizing the small things in life has been really helpful for me. And just spending as much time as I can with my loved ones and not letting pessimism take over my entire life, because I think that's easy to do. For a while, I was feeling like I couldn't do things that made me happy because I was feeling so drained. But then I remembered that part of getting out of that feeling of being drained is doing things like this, is doing things that you love. So I'll end it on that note, and it feels so good to be back, and I really missed you all, and I hope to see you all again soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.